Hey everyone, it's Darla. Today we're doing a geode nail. We need 5 polish colors of your choice, a cleanser pad, and a fresh file. We are doing a bluey purple geode nail to start. We're doing lovey-dovey, just 1 coat cured on the nail. 20-second cure is lots for this. My first color, I'm going in with a dark blue. It's called Orchid Majestic. And the only trick is thin coats, because the fun part of creating a geode nail is actually filing through all of the layers that you have put on and cured on the nail. So thin coats, and we're only going to be curing for 20 seconds. We don't want the polish to get over hard just because it's so hard to file through. So thin coats, 20-second flash cures, and the fun comes at the end. Going in with our second color now, I'm going in with a lighter blue called Lily of the Nile. It is a really pretty periwinkle blue. So the goal of this is to have the colors that you're applying just different enough so that when you're filing through the layers, you're going to see the different layers like you would in a stone. So again, just curing that for 20 seconds. Going in with our third color now, Chandelier, which is a really sparkly silver. So when you file through, you're going to see some really nice, bright, chunky silver sparkles, just like you would in a natural geode. And again, thin layers is key, and curing for 20 seconds. Going in with our final color now. This is the 5th color, Make Your Mauve. It's a beautiful, full-on true purple, and that is going to be the outside color of our geode nail. So the very top of the stone or the outside of the stone, that's the color that you're going to see the most of. So again, just giving it 1 thin coat and then curing it for 20 seconds before the fun starts. So that cure is done. The nail is just a little bit tacky, but we want it that way because we need to file through all of these layers. And I'm going to speed this up because it takes a little while. We have 5 coats of polish to get through. And this is the biggest reason why you don't want to cure for the full 45 seconds is because the polish becomes really, really hard. And the harder and more dry that polish is, the harder it is to file through. So we are using a manual file, as you can see, and using the gritty side of the GelMoment file, it is going to just slowly make its way through all of those layers, exposing all of those very cool colors that we've placed. And you'll see along the way, I'll keep checking it and I'll switch from the white side once I feel like I've gotten through enough. I'll switch to the gray side just to buff the edges so it's just a little more diffused and soft. Giving it the final touches now, finishing with the white side, gonna turn it over now and just buff the edges with the gray side, softening them a bit. I'm happy with that. So going to take the cleanser pad now. We wanna make sure that the nail is completely clean before we do our final step. And you can give it one last look over here as well. And as you'll see, I wanna add just a little bit more color on the tip. I took a little too much off on that very edge that I want to add back in. So just going back in with Orchid Majestic, just a touch. You could even leave it like that. I mean, a geode in the center could be white or even, skin tone, so it could have been fine, but I just wanted to make it a little darker there. So just touching it up with a little bit of polish, and then I'm happy. So gonna give it a quick 20-second cure just for that extra bit of color there. And then our last and final step, as always, never count yourself out until the final step, which is Clearly Frisky. I promise you, it'll bring everything together. Going in now with Clearly Frisky, this is my favorite step of all. It's going to add a ton of shine. It's going to protect all of the time and effort we just put into creating this, and it's going to make everything just pop. So you can see how shiny and beautiful just one coat of Clearly Frisky does. And once you're done with that, curing for a full 45 seconds and you are done. And now for that final result. How fun is that geode nail? This one is using 5 colors. You can see them all peeking through. And this one I used 3 polishes on, so there's a little less colors peeking through, but play with it. Super fun and easy. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.